Right, welcome internets, welcome viewers. It is another evening of Wily Hobbit-like RPG. So here we go. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna play something horrifying and scary, and I'm gonna get the right screen up so the map is showing. There we go. We're gonna play a little Zweihander, and our game master tonight is the one and only Sean Van Dam. He's also the creator of the adventure. And before we dive into that, just some quick housekeeping. I'd like to welcome everybody. We'd like to remind you that we're excited to now be a recent Twitch affiliate, so that's pretty cool. So grab a beverage, settle in, and thanks to everybody for your support in getting us to the affiliate piece, because obviously that takes a community. I think I heard a follow. Yeah, thanks for the follow. Non Plus Jigsaw. That's pretty cool. So thanks for jumping aboard. Let's go around the horn here and let's meet our players. We'll start with, we'll go top to bottom with Ms. Misery. Tell us a little bit about you and your character.
I am Kayla, also known as Ms. Misery, and I am playing. Hopefully, everybody can hear me because my mic thingy is not showing. Um, I am playing Lana. She is a ogre op of all things.
An
Um,
ogre fob.
that's it.
Just trying to do the math on that. So good to see you.
No,
All right. And right below Lana, Ehud.
Hello, I'm Robert Dowd, otherwise known around the interwebs as Kentucky Hawkeye. I am playing Ehud. He is a hedge knight, veteran of lots of battles, lots of war. He thought nothing surprises him until this adventure started.
Yes, man alive. It has been one left turn after another. Very well. And again, I'm your host, Wiley Hobbit, also known as Scott on Earth. And I'm playing Alexander, a kind of a shy, timid, sort of an awkward astronomer, human. And so he looks to the sky for much of his inspiration and direction. Let's have our game master introduce himself.
My name is Sean, and I wrote this, though I'm running it. And you can find me on Twitter. There's my handles there in the thing. I talk about, I do RPGs and occasionally, you know, news things because that's what I do. And I write stuff. And yeah, I don't know. I'm bad with introductions.
I'm going to post a link in the chat here. If you're interested in this adventure, if you're a Zweihander aficionado player, you want to learn a little bit about get the adventure in your hands, hit that link down there. And thanks to Sean for taking us through his beautiful creation here of grim and perilous horror. So we'll drop a link in here to the Zweihander page as well. So if you're new to the system and all of that, and you'd like to learn more about it, you can do so. So
As
let's
a,
yes, go
a
ahead.
note, the adventure right now is in 4 parts. The links to a bundle. But if you buy the bundle, it's coming out at some point. Everything's delayed thanks to coronavirus, but at some point soon, it's coming out as a singular, one large, nice, reformatted PDF. And if you buy the bundle, it will upgrade to that when it comes out. So something to look forward to.
Awesome. Yeah, and you can catch that. I think that's Drive Through RPG that's got that right
Yeah.
now. Highly recommend it. This is our third session. It's been a lot of fun. I'm currently grievously wounded, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be around. But it's been a blast. So speaking of blast, let's get into this game and have some fun. And this is my first trip through a Zweihander campaign. Same with Ehud and Lana, so we're all kind of new to the game. So if we seem from time to time to be a little fiddly and fumbly with rolls and stuff, we're learning as we go. So
Yeah. All right. So previously on, you guys got stuck in this land between life and death, and you stumbled into this inn. There's a ghost downstairs, and then you ran into a another party, a augur, which is kind of a priest, a fighter, and then another injured person who they were trying to keep alive. You confronted the ghost. It did not go terribly well. for you, but you survived. And then you've gotten upstairs with this party and you created a salt ring. And then you kind of explored into the upper part of the Chesterdale Inn here. You're looking for a wedding ring, which is what you need to uh, permanently take care of this ghost downstairs. You ran into a room that had some horrible books and some dead people, and you met a creepy musician who's talking about uh, a mage who's trying to get to the Well of Eternity, and that this is her kind of realm, and just a lot of awful things that happened here at this inn. And you've got the ring, and you're ready to head kind of to deal with this everything. And Minuet, she looks at everyone and she goes, "Okay, so here's the plan. I will begin casting the ritual to anoint this ring, and once we've taken care of the ghost, hopefully the inn will let us go, and then we just have to put the ring anointed in a lake, and she should peacefully fade away, but we have to take care of her physical form now." And that's where you come in. Can everyone gather around? I think I have something that will help everyone. And she kind of opens her spell book and she starts kind of like preparing her hands and muttering some words.
Taking care of the body, definitely. What do we do there exactly?
All we'll have to do is we just need to, if we're able to destroy her spirit, it'll fade back into the ethereal plane, and it'll take a while for it to remanifest. And while it is remanifesting, if we can consecrate the ring and dunk it in a lake, she should not remanifest anymore and be able to pass on. So we need to decorporealize her, to use a fancy term that I learned in augur school.
And how we do that?
Well, that's where this blessing is going to come in. So gather around. She kind of asks everyone to come close.
I'll slide in, looking nervous and suspicious.
Lionel just come in and just kind of crowd the place.
She starts to kind of she takes out some holy water, and everyone bring forth your weapons, please.
I hold out sword.
I'll hold my staff.
I'll hold
She
it by
starts-
rapier.
She starts to kind of drip holy water upon them and say some words, and then there's kind of a bright light flashes, and your weapons are pulsing a little bit with kind of light.
Whoa.
They have been anointed. So
Definitely.
now you
strange.
should be able to inflict. You should be able to hurt the spirit.
Okay.
Sword never do this before. Interesting.
What about definitely would like to be able to use my my magic missile spell. Will that work too? Do you think?
And your magic missile is unaffected, but your melee weapons here should now make contact with the spirit, which should help you.
Okay.
No more running. We don't have much time. This is not gonna last forever. So she's cast anointed weapon on your weapons, and so they are now they act as if they are magical. So
Okay. Feel like we should have looked to the heavens, but before we do this, though, definitely. Is there a window I can peer out of?
yeah, there's some windows into the like misty darkness.
Yeah, I think Alex would like to take a moment and maybe find his way around to one of the rooms with a window. Maybe look out. just kind of consult position of the stars, anything he sees in the heavens that look out of place.
With what we see before, you think Starboy would give up on this by now.
Well, that what Edward comes over. Some people take comfort in the familiar and what they know. I guess he let him take comfort in his familiar for now. Eventually, though, he will have to accept reality, as it were.
Yeah, we're just gonna make sure not to take any directions from him just for a little while.
So after a few minutes, I'll make my way back out.
What did the stars tell you?
Well, not much actually. I'm not sure where I can normally make sense of the heavens right now.
That seems accurate. I'll prepare Robert for transport, and as soon as you give us the word, we will come down, and we will hopefully, when she disperses, this inn will free us from its grasp. Otherwise, I'm cutting my way out of here.
Definitely don't want to stay here any more than, because we have to get to that place, that town, that place we were going to.
If the door don't open, maybe your magical weapon can break the door down.
Perhaps. Yes, once we get out of here, hopefully then the ghost's taken care of. Maybe we can figure out how to get out of this whole creepy realm that we're in. And then we can go to whatever cities and towns we were trying to go to. Go with the custodian, my friends.
He looks around like he's looking for a new person. Who's a custodian?
The custodian is a god.
I think that the spirits she serve.
I see.
No. Let us go.
Okay.
Before holy water wears off.
Oh, excellent. Tokens are all on this page.
You'll see Alexander still leaning pretty hard on his staff from his foot injury from earlier.
Right. So you guys head downstairs, and you can again hear the wailing screams of Josephine in the other room. And just there's crashing and banging, just all over the place, and it's just loud, and the anguish is kind of seeping out of the this main room here.
Ehud, take deep breath. Focus for a second, maybe two, and then pull out sword and charge inside.
Excellent. And everyone then roll me initiative.
This is gonna make such a good story.
I'm sure this is going to be good now that our stuff will work better. I think it'll be better.
If they work at all, that would be quite improvement.
This is D6 plus that number, right?
There's a D10 plus
D10,
that number.
Sorry, I can't remember.
That's all right.
It's been a couple weeks.
All right, where's initiative at on here?
It's on page 2.
That's right.
Okay, got an 11.
There we go. There's my one.
All right, why is it
Roll my
not roll?
stuff just on dice. Da, 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 da. There we go. Cool.
Okay. All right, we'll do it this way. 1d10. Let's.
Josephine got it. All right. That's a 14. That is an 11 and a 13. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So Lana, you were first.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. Lana is a showboat, so she's gonna kiss her blade and then run for the body. Start hacking that thing.
Sounds good. As you charge in, you see the ghost. She's throwing things around the spirit, and she's screaming about how Annabella never loved her, and that this was all just some ruse for horrible evil that she was trying to cast upon everyone. And it's like, you are part of this as well.
Oh, honey, it never works out.
So where are you moving towards?
I will get as close to her as possible.
All right. You should have control of your tokens. So
I remember how much I can move. 5. So that's 5 squares?
yep.
Yeah, I can get to there.
Cool. And you don't have any kind of range and you don't want to get any closer. You can always dash or I don't know what you've got for range.
Yeah, actually, I don't have anything rich. I'm gonna use another AP to go another 5.
Cool.
That'll bring me up, and then I can use 1 to hit, right?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I want to keep 1 AP for.
Because you should be able to do that kind of double move charge, and then you can attempt to hit her if you want.
That being said, I want to keep at least 1 AP for a reaction, so
Okay.
I'm going to stay where I am for now.
Sounds good. Then it is Ehud.
Ehud, let's see, -7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will take swing.
Excellent. It will be a standard martial melee for you. Oh, so you come in and you swing and it goes like, I think you still have it set to -10.
Oh, do I?
I mean, it still would have failed.
Hang on. Let me take a look here.
With a 62.
Oh, yeah. I need
Yeah.
to make that. I need to make that standard. Let me try. I'll do it again.
Yeah, you should be rolling against a 44. But I mean, you rolled a 72, so. But just for future reference, just.
Yeah.
Still, haha.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right. So you swing and you just kind of go wide, and you just don't quite make contact. It's just, you were running, you jumped over a table, you were being kind of a little too showy and flowy with your hedge knightish.
Too tired standing up. Too tired standing around, not doing nothing. Time to do something.
She kind of turns to you, Ehud, and she's like, "You shall bring death if they want death, death!" And she's going to swing at you with her kind of ethereal kind of dirk that she's got as she comes screaming towards you. And she needed to get under like a 50 something. Yeah, so she hits. She does.
I'm sure this is fun.
Oh, hey, and that exploded.
Oh, exploded. That's good, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
For
So
her.
she does 15 damage to you as her hand just smashes across you, and since it's like a ghost, it kind of like moves through you, and you can just feel tear and rip and like just pain as her hand moves through your body.
All right. So on my damage threshold, it goes from 8 to 14 to 20 to 26. That means I move 2 spots.
That means you move 2 spots.
Well, that means I move from seriously wounded to slain.
Okay. Shit. Serious, seriously wounded to. Oh yeah, because
Seriously, grievously then slain.
right. Shit. So then she kind of like pulls through, like it's like almost your spirit kind of gets pulled out, and I guess we should have done some healing, tried to do some bandaging and whatnot between sessions there. Do not want to kill you guys that quick. Then you just kind of crumple to the ground. Embrace it. Embrace the death.
Notice he said he didn't want to kill us that quick. So he does want to kill us.
Alexander.
Sorry, I spoil plans once again.
Without Alexander, 'tis your turn, sir.
Okay. Man, I just saw Ehud go down. I've got, if I want to move double, which is charge.
Charge.
Oh man.
Now, since I had one more action point thing, could I have done a dodge or block or anything?
You could have. You could have tried to dodge.
Can I try to do that?
You would parry because she's using a dart.
Okay.
Yeah, go right ahead. It's going to be standard as well.
Very well, friend.
I completely forgot, but you can.
Yeah, I forgot about that as well.
You parried, so you are not dead.
Do I say just seriously wounded or do I? Okay.
You negated the damage.
She may be ghost, but I do know. But even if ghost, I still know how to be a good soldier.
Your magic weapon manages to kind of hold her back. See, I'm being nice.
So we get 5 squares.
In other words, translation. I've already used my freebie.
Yep. Also, you could have used if we hadn't used the parry, which we forgot about. You could have used your fate point to avoid being slain.
I'll hang on to that.
Yeah, because that would have just left you where you were at.
I'll save that as my get out of death free card.
Right, because that's what they're there for, is to keep you from dying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Alexander.
Okay.
Now we're sliding back into it.
I have a move of 6, so that gives me 6 squares I can do for a single move. Wily Hobbit wants to charge, but Alexander's grievously wounded, so I don't think he's going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll move right behind Ehud. So I'll take my movement, and I will hold for a reaction.
Sounds good. Then we are back at the top of the round, and it is Lana.
Okay. No, I'm actually going to move up my 5 squares. Get to there. That's where I can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and run her through with my rapier.
All right, since you've got more people around her, this will be routine, so that's plus 10.
Okay. That's up top. 14 plus 10. And roll. Plus 10. No, that's right.
Yeah, looks right.
Oh, okay.
You rolled, yeah. 5, 7. I think it's right. Roll 20 throws up so much.
Yeah, it's a
stuff.
little bit weird.
Let's see.
Gross.
Plus 1d6, Fury die, 5. Yeah. All right, so you did 7 to her, which takes her down a notch. As you connected, you went, yeah, and for the first time dealing with her, you actually feel your rapier like connect, like it's connecting with flesh.
Nice.
That's a very relieving feeling.
Yes.
Um, are you gonna hold your last AP, or you got something else you want to try?
Oh, I think I'm good.
All right. Then it is Ehud. Now that you are not dead, sir. Oh, well, there you go.
Making the
you've got-
swing.
you make the swing. That is a critical success. So she can't dodge or parry it. You get your AP back, which is what you get for a crit. And she takes 11. So you feel like this is a good, solid hit. Like you're convinced that if she was alive, she'd be bleeding and spurting. But in this case, she's just screaming at you, like just bloody murder, screaming and flailing and just like determined. She's like locking eyes with you. She's like, I'm gonna kill you.
She is not very friendly.
No, she's not very friendly. Anything else, sir?
Am I allowed to take a second swing? Sorry, I had
No,
it.
no, you're not. You get one attack action.
Okay, I'll hold on to my other actions to block off anything she might try.
All right. Cool. She's going to swing again at Ehud because that went well for her before. Since she's a little surrounded, it's going to be a -10 for her. So she needs a 45 or better. Oh. So
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a critical miss. She like swings wide and spins around and is hitting tables, and it's like she kind of felt like she was gonna get you, but then ended up throwing just the table across the room to the side in her anguish. Then she's going to use maneuver away. Alexander.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Now,
Oh, go
like
ahead.
in D&D, do I get any kind of attack on her moving away, attack of opportunity when she moves away?
Yeah, she used the maneuver action, which allows her to take
No,
that
no
one
opportunity
step
attacks.
with no off attacks.
Okay, just thought I'd check.
Yeah. Otherwise, yes. If she had just
Yeah.
walked out of the engagement.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Amen to that. All right, Alexander.
Okay, I'm gonna take my move. Can I move through his square?
Yes.
I'm gonna move to here, giving my compadres room to get in there. And so I'll take my move for one action point, and then my second action point, I'm gonna try to bash her with my staff. Do I just click the roll button next to my weapon?
Yes. For
All
you,
right.
it'll be a standard since it's just you on her.
Right. Okay. Here we go. I'm sure this is going to be awesome. Wimpy, weak little astronomer guy. Definitely going to crush your face or not.
No. You go to swing, and you're just kind of
Almost hit
It's like
myself.
her hand kind of comes up and holds it, and she just kind of throws your staff to the side.
Almost hit myself. All right. I will hold my last action point.
Magic users, die!
Definitely don't want to die. No, Ghost. You need to go away. We're gonna banish you, or something.
This is
Yeah.
my end. This is my realm. She'll join me in death. Join me and Annabella in death. She shall never get a hold of what she wants.
Definitely not. No. And I'll save my last AP for what is sure to be a vicious attack.
Sounds good. Lana, you are up.
Who the hell is Annabella? And she's
She
gonna
was
step
my
forward.
bride, and then she killed everyone. Some magic evil. You work for her. I know you do.
Oh, honey, no. And stab her.
It'll be routine since you've got
Ye-
Alexander quaking next to you.
Ew.
Whew,
Ooh,
just barely.
Just under.
Yep.
Yeah, so you came in swinging and you just barely connected, but it was enough, to again put sword to spectral flesh. You can like see the magic kind of moving through your blade.
It's nice that our weapons
it
are
hits.
actually working now, or
Mhm.
actually having an effect, I should say.
Ehud.
All right. If I wanted to go full Obi-Wan Kenobi here and take the high ground, how many AP would it take for me to climb up on this table here so I can attack from above?
It would just take your movement AP
Just
to
center.
jump
I
on the
didn't know if
table.
it would. I didn't know if it would require anything else or not. So, Ehud will move up here to get high ground and take swing.
I'll go ahead and make that an easy attack
Okay.
Nice.
Easy done.
because you have the high ground.
Click the easy button.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
Oh, you're just a crit machine.
Nice.
Kill me once. The rule for dealing with me is don't kill me. It only make me mad.
So how do you want to do this?
Oh, all right.
What I want to do with this is just I'm up above and I just come straight down like meat cleaver and butcher shop. And as I feel it go through, I jump off the table at the same time so I can slice all the way down through the spectral creature.
As you kind of come down, and for a moment you like share a space with her, and you feel the cold. As the spirit kind of backs away, she starts to kind of separate, and then just like starts to turn into kind of a misty dust, and just kind of fades away into the ether of the world, screaming.
Definitely very
You can
good.
still hear her screams echoing.
Lena's gonna do the little hop in place and going like this, really happy, which is really weird when you're an 8-foot ogre.
As soon as I land and see that she's gone poof, Ehud will sprint towards the others to tell them, deed is done. Let's get out of this place.
And as you start running, the inn starts to shake and quake, and the walls kind of start to bleed. And it's just like the whole place is starting to quake, and the paint starts to crumble. Like you can see the age immediately taking hold of this building.
Definitely need to go now.
And the door kind of reappears, almost like a scab that someone had torn off. It's covered in blood, and it's kind of a pulsing, festering, kind of almost open wound in the side of the inn. And you see Robert and Edward and Minuet standing there. Come, let's go! And they run out of the inn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hobble along as best I can with my foot injury.
I
will-
need to help
Okay, you
Alexander
beat
if
me
I
too.
can, or even lift him, because like I'm 8 feet, so
Yeah, you just like pick him right on up.
Nice.
If you're not able to lift, then I would be on the other side helping him through. But if you can lift, I will just follow behind to make sure no other ghosty beastie try to pop up while we try to get out.
Yeah, and he'll do the bodyguard.
Do the old fireman's carry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Running from the Chesterdale Inn, you turn and see the mist coming and the building being consumed by it. Minuet and her associates are moving down the road. Looking down, you see the telltale bloody footprints. Following them with your eyes, you see a break in the encroaching mist, and standing there for a moment before moving on is the dark musician.
I'm gonna get my hands in that fucker. I hold up my rapier.
He turns for a moment and he just chuckles and plays a bar on his pan flute and then kind of vanishes into the mist. I think, if I remember this area correctly, there's a lake this way. Come, come! And the other party starts to move forward.
Yeah, let's make sure she can't. Definitely don't want her to come back. Do that thing with the ring there. Yeah.
Let's get there now. Sooner
Yeah.
is better.
So, as you guys move down the road for a little while, just move to another map and resize some tokens real quick. You know, that standard Roll20 thing. All right. So, you guys are on the road for a little while in the mist. What passes for night in this cursed place has fallen. The lake is peaceful, the water lapping against the shore. Minuet is standing in the water up to her knees, holding the cup filled with holy water and Josephine's ring. Saying a prayer, she pushes the cup under the water, letting the tortured soul pass on, finally to the well of eternity. And she kind of steps out of the lake and walks back over to the fire and sits down. It's done.
How
You can feel her spirit has moved.
how did you do that?
That is performed the ritual and moved her on. That's what us augurs do. We help the dead move as they should.
So deed is done.
Yes.
So are we back in the where we were started from?
No, you're next to a lake, and it's like you guys walked for about an hour or two down a road, just covered in more mist and fog.
So much mist. So we're still not on our way to Fuchsstadt then.
No,
Okay.
you're still unaware of exactly where, kind of in this realm you are. It seems to not follow the normal physical properties of spatial movement, if that makes sense.
I see.
So while all this is going on, Ehud would like to try to at least bind wounds or something like that to help improve his recovery.
All right. Minuet kind of walks over to Alexander. We're gonna need to do kind of a little surgery on your foot if we want to bind it. I can do some of that. I have the tools if you're willing to let me try.
Is it gonna hurt then?
Well, that's what the laudanum is for.
Okay.
And this, and she kind of reaches into her bag and she pulls out a little cord of leather, like this, like a bite thing that you would put in a bridle bite. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Yep.
You're
Something
gonna,
that Ehud would have seen in battlefield surgery for companions. Yes. You want that to bite down on hard.
But my teeth don't hurt.
no.
Your teeth don't hurt, but other parts will, and trust me, it's either that or scream like Banshee.
Or crack your teeth. You should really chew on the leather, okay?
I would
Okay.
suggest using the bit.
I'll take it, definitely. Has anyone else had this in their mouth?
I has been clean since the last time I used it.
Okay. Very good.
I will stand next to Alexander to help hold him down in case his body reacts as it might normally would.
Right, and you've just got one injury, correct?
Yeah, the foot was injured, and
Alright.
I'm at grievous injury status at the moment.
Right. And Edward walks over and he kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. And he's like, and it's okay to scream. It's not considered unmanly in this case.
Definitely. Okay.
And she is going to kind of get her tools out What exactly was wrong with your foot? I forgot.
It got bitten rather severely from those hunters in the first session. Those wolf
Got
beast dog things. Yeah.
And she's gonna kind of pull your boot off, and she's what was her heal? Da, 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 da. All right, so she needed to make a routine heal test, and her heal is. Da, 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 da.
And you're referring to her as an augur?
Yes, she is an augur.
Okay.
Her heal is +10, and heal is intelligence. She needed a 50. Okay, so she passed. Cool. I'm just walking through everything as it would be. All right. So she kind of starts to kind of slice away kind of the dead pulled flesh, and then she goes in and she takes her dagger to the fire, and she like presses it onto your wound and then binds it. Can you go ahead and make me a toughness test, standard?
Yeah, fail. Let's
You
see.
would take handle of fire hardened spear and put it in hand of Alexander so he can squeeze down on it hard.
Yeah, big fail. I rolled a 67, needed a 36. Yeah.
So as she's doing that, you kind of drop the bit and scream, and it echoes in the you guys hear it coming back to you. But as she like binds your foot and kind of slides your boot back on, you feel that like, you know, the bleeding has been stopped, and that whatever maybe infection or rot could have come from leaving this taken care of for too long has, you know, she has taken care of your wound.
All right.
So you are now actually capable of being healed.
Very nice.
We have taken care of your wound.
So wound is taken care of. I'll put that in the notes.
Treated your injury.
So now I'm actually able to be healed.
Right.
Gotcha.
What about you?
If you. Oh, is he injured as well?
I am seriously.
All right, but you didn't suffer an injury. You just are injured. You're just down the damage condition track.
Yeah.
Correct?
From the different hits I took mostly from the ghost.
Right. So you can bind your wounds just with a bandage.
Okay.
And Minuet offers to do that. You said you were seriously wounded?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not lightly wounded, but a bandage take care of me as well.
At lightly wounded, you would automatically succeed to recover. So as long as you rest for like a day, you would get yours back. And she tries to like work the bandages. She's just kind of not able to give you a good wrap there, Ahood, and you just don't feel like she did a good enough job binding your wounds there.
She did best effort, but strange wounds might require strange help.
Yes. And it's kind of as you're sitting there the night, it's kind of going, can everyone make me a easy awareness test, please?
Easy. You said awareness, correct?
Correct.
There it is.
Boom.
Ooh, I made mine too. Oh, that's not mine. Oh, that is. Looks like we all made it, Chief.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, right, there we go. Across the lake, you see kind of a glimmer of another fire.
I'm just kind of laying there trying to catch my breath. I'm pretty sure my head's probably swimming.
Yes, we are not alone.
And the laudanum has definitely taken hold. You don't really feel a whole lot.
Good. How
Tad
big
high.
is the lake? Like how far away are we seeing this campfire?
You estimate that the lake is it's not a huge lake. Like you could probably walk around it in maybe 10, 12 minutes.
Okay.
I wonder if we should go investigate or just leave them to themselves. I mean, it could always make an interesting story.
That is up to you. What would you like to do?
How long has
Party
it
it.
been since we've eaten?
You guys have probably had something to eat right now as you're sitting here. You've been here for an hour or two around the fire, catching your breath,
Okay.
performing rituals,
So I'm gonna
doing
ask.
surgery.
I'm gonna ask
Please,
Minuet. What she mentioned that ghost mentioned a realm. What realm are we in if we're not where we belong?
From what I've gathered, we're like, like it's almost a abscess in the ethereal, somewhere between life and death, which would be the afterlife and the well of eternity and the mortal realm. But we're not floating in the chaos of the dark astral or the black lodge, some other in between place, as they put it. And these little pockets of magic. It like looks real, but isn't. I don't know how to describe it any more than that. We're definitely not on the road as we know it, but these are all real places, even if they're not put together correctly.
How do we? I mean that definitely explains why the stars aren't working right. How do we get back to the regular where we come from?
I don't know. If I could find something that would told us about the magic of this place, we could track down this sorceress that she was talking about, or find somewhere where there are books or casting, any kind of civilization. Maybe I could find something that would help, or someone who would know something more. Other people who are trapped here might know more than us. We haven't been here for very long.
Well, that's depressing. Do we have any booze?
You've got a jug of rot gut.
Yeah, just gonna start drinking. Just sniffing though.
Right. I agree. We've got to figure out a way. We can't sit out here under the stars for too long. We need to find something at some point.
Well, that person over there, and so with the bottle, just kind of swing across the water. That may be our new friend that'll get us out of here. If anyone else feels like going and talking to him, but I don't know about that.
In worst case scenario, they try to kill us. Everything else here has tried to kill us. Best case scenario, they're friends and they know how to get us out of here. I agree. We should hope for the best, prepare for the worst. I agree. We should go talk to them.
Okay. That sounds okay.
How would you like to approach this other party?
Very carefully.
Are you gonna go in stealthily, or are you just gonna kind of walk up friendly?
If we approach with stealth, they may think we are trying to attack.
Yeah.
I
Does-
should probably stay in the back.
does
If
anybody-
we approach without stealth, at least that gives us running shot to be interpreted as friendly.
maybe we should make a torch.
Sounds good. You guys have got some torches in your bags, and you can.
I have lantern. I will light that. And lead the way.
Excellent. Cool. All right.
Provided that lanterns light per normal, unlike everything else not working normal in this place.
It works as normal as anything else so far has worked here. You guys as a group are kind of able to walk forward in a friendly manner. Oh, let me not move the fire.
That was my torch. That was my lantern.
And I was like, oh, hey, I have gifts I can use. As you move forward, you see 10 people crowded around a covered wooden cart and a small fire that's desperately holding on to life. The shadows are looking at their backs. The predator's waiting for the right moment to strike. Pacing around is a woman with a musket. Who goes there? She kind of demands, pointing her rifle towards you.
Ehud holds lantern up in one hand, empty hand up in other. Merely weary travelers like yourself.
Marion, let them in. It's okay. Come, travelers. Sit, join us by the fire. You see another man is sitting there, kind of older gentleman. And you see another younger kid, and he's kind of working over a pot over the fire. And then you see a bard, and he's kind of stringing his lute, playing, familiar songs about coin tossings quietly to himself. Come, sit. How did you... We haven't seen anyone in days and days in this horrid wherever the hell we are.
Oh, so you're not from here either.
No. God. Oh, God, no. This was an awful place.
Yeah.
We set out 10, 12 days ago looking for a new home. I figured there would be lands open with the war starting. We'd find a town that had been cleared out or something, and we'd, kind of squat in, take over, and deal with the remnants later if someone thought they were going to come back or whatnot. But now we've been wandering in the mist and the fog. We've been attacked by these dog things.
Yes, we had that too.
Yes, it's awful. We were 30 and now we're 10. And Marion here, she's our last good, strong arm of defense. The lady with the musket, she kind of walks over and she sits back down. And she's still kind of giving you, that kind of untrustworthy eye. She's kind of like,
I look towards her and give silent nod that soldiers give to one another, understanding.
She kind of returns the same nod with that soldierly understanding.
So, where are you from?
We're from a small town in the Drakenwald out by Quinlanwald. Probably maybe 10, 12 days travel from the Roraband. If you're familiar with the area. I suspect you were coming down the main roads, traveling south.
Yeah, we were going to Fuchstadt.
Yes. Going right to where the war is. Fools. Hans, is dinner ready yet? Can you serve something to our friends here, our new acquaintances? It's almost just a little more spicing, and then what's left of the stew will be ready. It's very tasty for everyone. You look like you've had adventures, so tell me, good friends, tell me of your travels, and we shall sing you a song, bring music to this horrible place that we have all found ourselves in.
Well, we just came from an inn. Well, it wasn't very nice.
They came right from an inn. It wasn't very nice.
It's a Chesterdale Inn, I think they called it, but I think it's gone now.
The inn, it is gone. It wasn't very nice. Mm.
I just said that.
I'm working on it. The muse has got to. The muse
Yes.
has to come. You understand?
We had to fight. We fought off angry ghosts.
Yeah.
Our friend
Yeah.
here. I point to the minuet. Our friend here. After I sliced ghost with sword, our friend here banished ghost.
The end with the ghost, cut in twain, banished away. That's
Get the bleeding scab of a door.
that's bleeding. Gustav, we don't. You can work on the song later. I think. I'll find something that rhymes with bleeding scab. Cab.
Ehud chuckles as he tries to find the rhyme.
It'll come. It'll be a good song.
So you don't know where we are either, then?
I assume we're still. I have no fucking idea where we are. I'll be honest. We had a navigator, and he's dead now. And then his sister knew how to use the sextant for a little while, but she's dead now.
Well, I can help with that. That's what I do.
And I'm sure you've.
But the stars aren't right.
No, that's what they were saying. They kept muttering about the stars not being right.
I'll look at Ehud
being wrong.
and Lana. See, it's not me.
And for said it was, honey.
It's the stars are not right. You can't navigate from wrong stars.
But good news, dinner's ready. The kid says, and he like hands everyone bowls, and as he's like ladles in this kind of thin broth and hands it to everyone. It's not much. We caught a rabbit and I like scraped off the corruption, I guess. I don't know. I had some sores, and I had some carrots and a lot of rosemary. So it should work. And he sits down and he starts like eating his soup, and everyone's
sores.
Kind of like, oh, I mean, maybe it had been hurt. I don't know. I just clean them.
Okay.
I do what I can.
We're eating roadkill.
I'm gonna set my bowl down for now.
Oh, I missed the food at court so much. Why did I leave?
I think I need to consult with the stars again and see if they're back where they belong.
All right, go ahead and give me a navigation test.
And he will stand up with his notebook and his quill. See, navigation, you say?
Yes.
Cheerio. As soon as I find it, there it is. Ooh, just missed it.
You kind of look up at the stars, like your sextant's got a little crack in it, and you're just like, you're flummoxed. You're so close to being able to like really figure out if the stars are in the right place or not for you. But anyway, everyone, eat. It was a nasty inn. The door was made of scab, and then they took a stab at a ghost. She was a ghost. And as Gustav is kind of plucking away a chord on his lute, it's like happy, friendly sound. He kind of turns to the players, and a grin starts to kind of cross his face. It gets bigger and bigger, looking more strained as his eyes increase in size. The lute falls to the ground. His left hand rises, the fingers pressing together, pushing into each other as the flesh falls away. As you watch this horrible visage, he brings each bony finger to his mouth and blows. When he gets to the last one, the sound of a pan flute starts.
Oh.
Hello, friends, he says, like moving kind of unnaturally, like his joints in his body kind of cracking. And as this happened, Minuet immediately kind of turns and she just fires, blowing a hole kind of right through Gustav's chest. And he kind of looks down and chuckles. This one is mine, dear. My friends in this horrible place. Welcome. It's not how I wanted to talk, but we manage. And he plays
Is this
another
this-
little bar with his
Is this the same musician we saw inside the hotel?
yes.
The
The
end?
bloody footprints. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Lovely.
It looks like kind of like his face looks like it's been plastered, like he's twisted Gustav's face to kind of look like his, and then turned his hand into a bony pan flute.
I'll look at the troop. Like, what's their reaction to this? The,
They are just aghast and shocked. You
Okay.
can actually everyone make me a hard resolve test, please.
hard. Okay. Clicking that. Resolve. There it is.
All right. So, aside from our fop, who had, oh no, I take that back. Everyone but Alexander is just pulled back and aghast at this, and just terror kind of seeps into you, and you suffer 13 mental peril at just this horrible sight. And Alexander just is still kind of in a laudanum haze from all of his, wound binding, and
What are you?
I am a friend in this moment. And put your coins down for fortune. You know, life, death, I guide people, not to this place. I guide them to their final resting place. Then, well, things happened. The white one, I was following her. Then there was this call. Then, oops.
Oops.
Oops. What do you mean? Oops.
Oops. Oops is all you have to
Can
say.
can you guide us away from here to where we're supposed to be? We have urgent business in Fuchstadt. We need to take care of right away. Definitely.
Yes. Everyone has urgent business. Going there and dying. I'm well aware I was on my way there.
No,
as well.
that's not our business though. We're not planning on dying. No. Mm-mm.
You say that now. He kind of plays another bar. If I knew how to leave this place, I would not be here. I mean, I would leave you here. I don't really care about you, but I would not be here. No, she's trapped us here.
Who trapped us here?
I'm sure you've run into her. You were in the inn. You saw what she did to her wife at her wedding and all of the friends they invited. Apparently, she thought that would get my attention. What, 20 guests at a wedding? Hardly attention gathering. That was, oh God, hundreds of years ago. Apparently, she's still at it, bringing people here, making you suffer. Well, this time I heard a ping, wandered over. Silly me.
So she's the one that can get us out of here.
If she can get herself out of here.
Definitely confused a lot.
Well, if you want to get out of here too, wouldn't it be good for us to assist you and get her taken care of, whatever she needs done? I mean, a little, we can work together, a little give, a little take.
Yeah, because remember, we have to go to Fuchstadt. We have business there. Very important.
Give, take, mortals, life, death. I will figure a way out of here eventually. And she's not going anywhere because the dead don't leave this place. But the living, you might maybe make it out of here eventually. Some
Eventually
point.
is not
I
option.
feel like we have to go
Yeah.
sooner than eventually. Yeah.
You're boring.
Sooner, maybe later. He's kind of like cracking weirdly as he talks. Um, can everyone, as you're kind of listening to him uh, prattle on, can everyone give me an easy awareness test?
Sure.
Okay, after that last peril, I'm at ignore 2 skill ranks. What do I do?
So if you have, you'll ignore up to 2 of your skill ranks. So like if you have a rank and awareness, you're ignoring it.
Okay.
Or if you have 2 ranks, you're ignoring.
Can
both
you
of them.
refresh our memory for the coins?
Coins. So you can use the coins to. You know, I always forget exactly what the coins is for. You can use fortune coins. They can be used to immediately after failing a skill test, you can spend a fortune point to reroll. During combat, you can spend a fortune point to gain an extra AP. And after rolling a chaos or fury die, you can spend a fury point to make that a phase 6.
Okay. Thanks.
So as you guys are kind of still focused on this, you just move you a little bit of area. You hear a voice and like footsteps coming. You have something of mine, something I left with a loved one, I think. A female voice says from the mist as she kind of walks forward. It's a very tall woman in red. Her hair is a frizzled mess, and the flesh of her face is kind of pulled tight against her cheeks. And you see, kind of flanking around her in the mist, you can hear the growl of the same demon hounds as before, and you kind of see shambling corpses moving around. So if you would just give me my book and your life, we can get this over with. I see you found my wayward musician. I'm not ready for you. And she kind of waves a hand, and he kind of vanishes into the mist.
Who has that book? Good, so I don't want it.
I believe I have it.
Ah, yes, you. My book, please. I can either kill you and take the book, or you can give it to me, and then I can kill you. The order is immaterial.
And what if I not want to die?
I don't care if you want to die or not. You will die. That is why you are here, to suffer and die, so that I can leave this place. I've been trapped here for too long, and no uppity mortals are going to prevent me from leaving. So give me my book, and I will make it quick. Otherwise, we'll just have to draw this out. And
Blah,
I'm
blah,
not
blah.
in the mood.
Mrs. Stuck in the fog. Who cares? You're not getting your book.
That's unfortunate for you. And she kind of points, and her minions start to
Then
move.
I reach in my pocket and pull out the second of the 2 wedding bands that were in the jewelry box.
You have no right to that. You will leave that with the book.
You have no right to keep us here. Send us home. you get ring back, and I put it back in my pocket.
That is mine. It belongs
I
to my
believe
Josephine, and I will
Possession
take
is
what is mine.
99% of the law.
I will kill you for that. I will kill you
You
for that,
threatened
and
to-
you will suffer.
You threatened to kill me already. I hear threat. I face threat every day of life.
Well, today will be the last day of your
Of course,
wretched
because if you
mortal
want your
life.
thing, if you want your precious items back, you send us back to where we belong, and you get them back. Simple exchange.
Ah, yes, simple. You're right. It is simple. And she kind of motions, and her minions start to move forward. And you guys see kind of behind you a white raven land on one of the trees, and it kind of almost locks eyes with you for a moment,
There's that
and
bird.
then starts fluttering away, like another 20, 30 yards, and it lands on another tree, and it starts to make a fluttering sound again.
This isn't really very good, I don't think. But didn't we already killed one of you people, and so we'll probably just have to do it again. Definitely.
You see Emmanuel, he jumps kind of on the wagon, and he's like, "Let's go, everyone! Let's get out of here!"
Or we could go.
Marion kind of she grabs Fritz and or Hans, not Fritz, and throws him on, and levels her musket at one of the zombies that's kind of shambling forward and fires. "Let's go, everyone! Come on! We don't need to fight here. No one needs to die at this today."
I'll run over to the wagon.
And your other friends kind of load their injured fellow upon the wagon. Is Lana gonna join the wagon crew?
Would she be able to fit?
Yeah, it's a relatively large wagon. It looks like
It had been a party of 30, and now there's only
Yeah.
10.
right.
All right, I'll run over and hop on.
All right, can everyone roll me initiatives? We're gonna do kind of a chase here. As the zombies all kind of start to crowd forward towards you.
1d10 plus 7, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Oops.
That same roll as last time.
There we go.
All right. So, the way this will work is that everyone in their order will do something to kind of help move forward the chase and kind of try to prevent the people who are behind you from catching up.
Yeah. Seems decent.
Hmm?
That seems decent.
Yeah. So it is.
I don't have these.
Excuse me.
Okay. So, I count. All right. So Alexander, you're up first.
Okay. Whatever the closest minion, whether it's one of the hellhounds or a zombie, I would like to try to hit it with a magic missile.
Okay.
Can I do that? Cast a magic missile?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see him fumble inside his robe in a pocket and pull out one of those little silver darts and cast magic missile.
So this is you're kind of like jostling and bouncing about, so it's going to be a challenging incantation test.
Fair enough. Okay. So cast magic missile at challenging. Doom, doom, doom. Come on. hit the number exactly on.
Excellent.
Whether it's
You are able to throw your magic missile, and it smashes into one of these zombies, and it like tears an arm off, and it stumbles for a bit, kind of staggered for a second before it starts to continue shambling.
So it seemed
forward.
to have some sort of an effect.
Yes.
Okay.
It indeed had some effect.
All right.
And
that'll be it.
Next is Lana.
I'm gonna brace myself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean out over the end of the wagon and just start poking at anything that gets too close.
All right, go ahead and make me a kind of a standard attack with your weapon. Martial melee or simple, whichever it is. Excellent. So it's like one of the, you see like almost one of the trees as you pass by, kind of its branch reaches out to try to grab at the cart, and you smack it out of the way, and you're just like, ah, kind of cut at it, and the branch kind of pulls back, dripping sap-like blood, like almost cradling the branch that you just cut.
She bares her teeth.
Excellent. Emmanuel is going to he's going to push further, like push harder on the reins as he tries to get the like two tired dray horses to move faster. And he kind of gets them to kick up a bit of dust, and they push forward. And it seems like you're gaining a little ground here between Annabella's forces and yourself, maybe a good like 15, 20 yards. And you can still see ahead of you the white raven kind of darting from tree to tree ahead of you.
Does this being seem to be of the same nature as what we just killed in the inn? Like a ghost?
No, it reminds you of the raven you saw the very first night.
No, I mean Annabelle.
Oh, Annabella. No, she definitely, it seems corporeal. She definitely looks dead, but she doesn't seem spectral.
Right. Okay. Excuse me.
Bless you. Ehud.
All right, Ehud, knowing how heavy laden wagon probably is and how slow start animals tend to be with this, as they start out, he's going to be off the wagon on the ground and pushing from behind to help get the wagon moved quicker. And then jump onto the wagon once things get moving.
Yeah. Sounds like wait, say that again? I blanked for a second.
It's going to push the wagon from behind to help get started, help get over the initial ownership.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're already well on your way going. So the wagon's moving.
Okay. And then once it's going, he'll be on the back, and if anything tries to get onto the wagon from behind, he'll be ready with sword.
All right. Excellent. So a couple of the hellhounds are gonna like dash forward. And they're gonna like leap forward. One of them can you make me a standard attack?
Swing and a miss.
All right, so it leaps up and it grabs at one of the civilians who are in the cart as you swing at it, and it grabs their leg and it pulls them out of the cart and throws them into the mist, and you see two other dogs kind of descend upon them, and you hear this person just screaming as they just tear and rip them apart.
Cry havoc.
The dogs of war have been let slip.
Mhm.
Then it is back to Alexander.
Okay. I will try to fire away at another zombie with my magic missile. Is this still a challenging?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess that. Ooh, nice. 23 out of 45.
You manage to throw one of your missiles again, and it, you hit the one that's kind of still real close that just threw one of the civilians off the wagon, and it kind of falters and it falls and it rolls back, um, and you still see kind of in the mist, just sauntering behind her wall of undead creatures. You just see Annabella just sauntering towards you guys.
Oh,
Lana.
so creepy.
Just gonna do the same thing. Are we still using the point system for this, or is this modified?
EAPs?
It's modified, so you just get one action.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. Anytime anything gets even close to us, it's gonna get a stab.
Okay.
Actually, can I take out, like, she has a jeweled glove that's actually her knuckle duster. It's just kind of like very ornate. Can she haul that out, put it on one fist, and then hold her rapier with the other?
Yeah.
Legs, her feet braced in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything that comes near is either getting the fist or the sword.
Got it. Anything that comes near gets the fist or the sword. That works. Emmanuel's going to turn to one of his people and he's going to go, make a distraction. And one of the Hans is going to grab kind of a bag of flour and he's going to tear it open and he's going to throw it out and it's going to leave this like kind of cloud poof of flour and whatnot. And you see, let's see how that does. And the dog just like darts through it, almost unfazed by this wall of flour, and gets real close within rapier range of you, Lana. Go ahead and make me a standard poke test.
Damn.
Yeah. So you've still got like some flour in your eyes from all the like poofing, and you're not quite able to connect with that. Ehud.
Ehud takes defensive position on end of wagon. No one else gets taken off the wagon from this end on Ehud's watch.
All right.
Oops.
How are you gonna try to kind of build yourself? Give me a warfare test. Standard warfare test. As you like brace yourself in a position of defense, a defensive position here.
Oh, here we go. And I have to take 2 of these things off of it.
Right. If you've got them.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. So you're bracing, and what you don't seem to notice is like a little kid kind of pokes his head out under your legs, and one of the dogs just jumps forward, grabs him, and just yanks him right out of the wagon from under you.
Mm.
Alexander, it's your turn.
Is there any more flour or anything? I'm wondering, could I try like a perilous stunt called Dirty Tricks?
Yeah. There's a lot of other like junk and foodstuffs.
Yeah,
and
try to blind Annabella.
she's a bit far. She's maybe 60
Okay.
or 70 yards behind you.
Okay, so I'll try it on the front wave of the zombies. Like throw, I don't know if there's sand or more flour, just something in the air.
There's bags of foodstuffs. There's like a box of nails. There's They look like they're about to like build a town. There's clothing, anything that
Okay.
you would pack in a car for moving.
I'll start to throw a box of nails out. Like hold on
All
to the
right.
box and try to spray the nails out. And I'm wondering, can I
Cool.
use this as like a dirty tricks
Yeah, yeah.
to try and blind them or distract them because they're standing on nails or whatever it is?
Most definitely. You can
So I need
use
to
that,
make a guile test.
Yes.
All right.
And it'll be let's go with routine. Since you
Routine.
are checking nails.
Okay. Because chucking nails is pretty routine
Right.
for an astronomer. Let's see.
It's
Guile.
It's the extra Randy Shackelford.
Right.
Pocket nails.
Pocket nails. Okay, so here I come with my guile test. Bear with me. Ooh, can I spend a fortune coin?
You can indeed.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend a fortune coin. That just gets me a reroll.
Yep.
All right, let's try it again. I'm just trying to slow down the wave of... Failed still. Okay, I tried.
You tried. It's okay. It happens. They just kind of all like dance and jump over the nails, and they're just kind of like kind of cackling at you like.
Damn nails.
Okay. And it is Lana.
I am going to take out my bottle of Red Cut, take another great big swig, just enough that I'm intoxicated,
All right.
and I'm going to use my carousing thingy to try and
Oh, I think I know what you're doing.
intimidate them back. Because great big scary ogre.
Right. Go ahead and give me a standard intimidate test.
I don't get my +10.
Oh yeah. It's the base because it's your base chant. It increases the base. So
Where was I? Just look at it.
Okay.
Ha!
you stand and you're like, "Ah!" screaming in loud half ogre, and they just continue to run at you in unfazed, mindless dead.
Damn it.
But everyone on the cart feels like bolstered by your scream. And Emmanuel's like,
Alexander's probably kind of startled. Oh, goodness. Scary.
And Marion has gotten her rifle reloaded, and she takes aim and she blows the head off of one of the hunters.
Those things are nasty.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ehud, it is your turn, sir.
All right. Ehud takes defensive position, ready to swing sword at any dog that tries to take anyone else. No one is getting past me.
All right. One of them, like, you kind of feel a bump, and then there's a zombie hand kind of comes up under the cart, and its head starts to kind of come up. Can you go ahead and make me an easy attack as it's like pulling itself up from behind the cart?
Alrighty. Oh, for Pete's sake.
You like swing down and you just barely miss and your sword gets stuck in the wood. Do you want to use a fortune point?
Yeah, I need to get my sword out of there.
You can go ahead and use a fortune point to re-roll that if you'd like.
Okay.
Just don't be afraid to use the fortune points. And we're going to use a modified system with these, so when I spend them as misfortune, they go back into your pool. Oh, wow. So yeah, your sword is still just good and stuck in. Oh, and that was a good roll too. Stuck in the wood, like real deep in. And then all of a sudden, as you feel that, and you're trying to pull it out, the wagon hits another bump, and you kind of hear wood creaking, and you see like the wagon starting to crunch from the inside, and then it's pulled kind of off the ground and thrown. Can everyone make me a coordination test? Challenging.
Coordination
Coordination.
at challenging.
Oh, no. Sorry. Can I redo that?
Yeah, you can spend a coin to redo that.
Ooh, squeaked under.
No, I messed it up. I need to
Oh,
I need
oh,
to
yeah,
roll it
yeah.
again. There you go. Oh.
Finally, I make a roll.
All right. So Alexander and Ehud, you manage to kind of hold on to the wagon as it goes rolling and kind of spinning. And Lana, you are thrown out of the wagon, like someone who wasn't wearing their seatbelt. And you take 9 damage as you go rolling. But as you're laying on the ground, kind of blinking, you see the you see in the distance, coming out of the dead trees in the mist, a tall, broken tower that looks like a corpse leaning against a tree, waiting for the final blow. Sitting above the door is the White Raven. And then leading from a field towards the back of the building, you see like bloody footprints again. And the Raven is standing over the door, like squawking at you.
I think we should definitely go over there to that building.
Yeah. Emmanuel kind of pulls himself out of the wreck. That's as good as we'll get. Come on, everyone. We can defend ourselves there. And what's left of his people all kind of start running.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way. Running.
I'll make way as well.
Make sure to help Lana out of the wreckage.
Yeah, she's out of the wreckage.
Yeah.
I'll be back of the group, protecting from behind. Back.
You guys were in the cart when it rolled. Lana got thrown.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
As you guys, yeah. So as you guys get in, the front of the tower has like an old shack kind of grafted onto it, and inside there the ground is dirt and bones litter this area. By the door, where there's a post with a rusty chain and a rotted leather collar. And as you guys get in and you slam the door shut, for a moment you hear other kind of bodies like smash into the wood and that kind of wet flesh on wood thump. And then you kind of hear them almost like stepping back, and then it gets deathly quiet outside. And that's where we'll hold for the night.
Wow.
Oh my.
So that was a little intense. So we made it inside the tower.
Yep.
Which I'm sure is going to be like a Starbucks or something. Totally peaceful, nothing bad in the tower. You know.
I mean, Starbucks already has 3 franchises in this nether realm.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
You know, as you do, there's 3 Starbucks, there's 2 McDonald's, there's a Taco Bell.
But is there Chick-fil-A?
No.
Probably not here.
Of course not. Of course not. We're not on the good side.
Right. They're on the dark side. Yeah,
They do have a Popeyes, though.
Yeah.
Because Annabella appreciates a really good chicken sandwich.
Right. All right, awesome. So posted a couple links in chat. Sean, thanks so much for another fun session. And Lord Gazumba, thank you for the host. In fact, we'll give old Lord Gazumba a shout out here. Today I learned how to create shout outs. Blasting chat with them. Yeah, so Sean has written a really cool adventure. There's a link in chat if you want to buy this adventure. It's called The In-Between. And this is powered by Zweihander. So, hey, welcome, Lord Gazumba. You're only only in time to host us, and that is perfect. So thank you, my friend. Yeah, so lots of fun tonight. Let's go around, do a quick outro, and then I'll have a couple quick announcements, and we'll wrap it up. So, Sean, tell us where we can find you and what you're all about, sir.
You can find me on Twitter and Discord. I'm on Wiley Hobbit's Discord. I'm all over the Zweihander Discord. I write a lot of stuff for them, so you can find my things all over the Grim and Perilous library. I also wrote a Western RPG called Ballad of the Pistolero, which is on Drive-Thru, which you can also find. And it's a very similar system to this.
Yeah. Nice. In fact, we need to get a game of that on the channel at some point. So
At some point, I guess we definitely need to do that.
that's a thing that'll be happening. So very good. Well, thanks for running an awesome session tonight, Sean. All right, let's talk to Ehud.
All right, you can find me here on Twitch on my channel, Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye. Tuesday nights is our brick kicking session where we're doing the different Lego video games. We're in the middle, or not technically middle. We're probably about 2/3 of the way through getting all of the mini kits and missing characters and stuff like that in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Then on Thursday night is my weekly Skyrim Zero, where I'm currently doing a story called The Kentucky Hawkeye in Jarl Balgruuf's Court, kind of loosely inspired by the Mark Twain classic. And then Saturday nights at 7 p.m. on my channel is Grappler's Keep, my WWE 2K20 universe, where a number of DMs, GMs, and RPG players from across the Twitch universe participate in our own little wrestling league here in a ring we lovingly call the Dice Tray. We have one more session, and then we have our Bag of Holding pay-per-view, which is our equivalent of the Money in the Bank case. Nice. And we have a faction, the Black Roses Society, which seems to be trying to take over all the belts. And now we're waiting to see if perhaps, some foreshadowing here, another faction will rise to face them.
Intrigue. Very nice. Good deal. Thanks for joining us tonight, Kentucky Hawkeye. And then Ms. Misery, where can we find you?
Well, I'm here on Mondays for the next little while, and just about every Wednesday I am here again on our Dragons of Icefires, right?
Yeah, Dragons of Icefire Peak. We just started that one last week, right?
Yeah, and I'm there every week, and most Saturdays I'm over on the Critio Dad channel playing another game of Ghost of Saltmarsh, and which is branching into some very homebrew stuff. So you can find me there, and you can find me on Twitter at my username down below with another underscore after that. And that's about it. I'm not really active at anything. I've been trying to start a few things and just not finding the time.
Cool.
That's the hard thing to find.
Man, it sure is. Absolutely. All right. Well, I am Scott, also known on the Twitches and Twitters as Wiley Hobbit. Posted the Discord link to join our community here in chat. Just a couple of announcements coming up. Again, as Kayla alluded to, on Wednesday nights we play our regular D&D 5e game. We are in a new campaign. This will be our second full session coming up this week. It's Dragon of Icefire Peak, the adventure from the D&D Essentials kit, and that'll hopefully follow into the trilogy of adventures that come after that. So looking for a nice long-term campaign run there. So come see us Wednesdays at 7 for that. And we've got a couple of new games that will be coming online. So just kind of hang out and watch. Check the schedule down below. Join the Discord. And I'm really excited to be part of an event that you see Lord Kazumba join chat. Good to see you, sir. That he's been pulling together with a team of old school Greyhawkian aficionados for some old school D&D, but we're going to be celebrating Greyhawk the first weekend in October, the virtual Greyhawk Con, the first ever, and we'll be hosting a game Sunday of that weekend here. So we'll have the details and links to sign up for various games across several streams, but it's going to be a weekend of Greyhawk, D&D, Pathfinder, various systems, various editions, but it's all kind of to raise awareness and grow the community to celebrate the original setting of Dungeons & Dragons from back in the 70s and 80s. So we'll start putting some links out on how you can sign up for those events here in the coming days on this channel. So thanks to Sengo-chan for the bits and the sub, and thanks to our couple of new followers and for everybody hanging out. So we'll be back Wednesday night at 7. And I think what I want to do now, if I can find a channel to raid, I think that would be a lot of fun. As soon as I can find it. So many screens.
It's always the downside. So many screens.
There it is. All right, I'm going to shut that out. Anything else anybody wants to say as I go ahead and look for this raid?
I think we're good.
All right, cool. So it looks like we've got... we're going to go over to... We mentioned Cranio Dad. Let's go raid our friend Cranio Dad. We play in a Saturday night game of D&D 5e. I'm in the game with Kayla. Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which if anybody's run that, it's a big sandbox game, and he has taken full advantage of that with Tiamat. And so our raid should be underway. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you real soon.